see what we're going to mess with on that today. I already know, but I've ants everywhere out here again. Did a little prep work last night for today's project. As you can see, the door panel's been removed. So, not sure what's going on there, but oh, they're trying to hold in the regulator. So, this door catch has been busted ever since I had the truck, and you can see they goober welded it all together in there. Just beautiful. And I tried pulling the bottom screw out, but it's stuck in there pretty good. I tried a little heat, and no go. I was able to get a piece similar to this out of the inside of the door. It bolts in right there, and then you've got a metal rod that goes between the two. In fact, here's the whole assembly right here. So this is the part that's up on the cab right now, right here. I don't know if it cracked or what's going on, but we're going to work on getting that apart today. Now, it looks like there's been some issues going on. It's got a split in the back there and a hole, so hopefully by putting this all back together we're not going to cause more damage, but we may have to do some repair work in there. So yeah, this goes inside the door. We've got a washer, a new cotter pin. I just put that on last night. I had to get these two shims, I guess. I don't call them shims. I'm pretty sure they clip onto the inside of this retainer piece. This piece here. So it is kind of spring loaded. That was a chore last night to get that all apart. I couldn't get the cotter pin, the old cotter pin out. So, but I think I'm going to have to get the grinder out and start working on that. I would really like to get that bottom screw out without having to drill. Pretty sure that top one's going to have to be drilled. But we'll see. We shall see. Joys of fixing an old truck. Like I mentioned earlier, this is not the original door. It's been replaced. So, kind of the same color as my steering wheel. Should have been an off-white or an industrial gray. Little side note here. Wish I knew what the original use of this truck was. Because it was originally a very light, almost a mint green. I don't know if it's showing up very well. Very light green. Not really Forest Service green, but yeah, we're gonna get the grinder out. We're gonna start tackling that. This is something I've been wanting to do ever since I've had this truck. So I think I bought this. I have to go back and look. I think I bought this in 2013. I had this thing 8 years already. Holy. It's not deteriorating as fast as I thought it would. So, alrighty, let's get to work. So, we got a little grinding done. Nicked the door a little bit, but I'll be touching that up. It's about as far in as I can get. I could go a little bit more, but I think we're going to start drilling that fastener out, that screw out. Because it's all booger welded along the bottom edge of it there. And maybe with enough heat going through the metal, it'll break that one loose, but kind of doubt it. We'll probably wind up drilling it as well, which means I'm going to have to probably go up to the hardware store to go find a couple of these. New ones might not be a bad idea anyway, but onward and upward. Okay, a little change. Can't really drill. Can't get at the right angle unless I take the door off, and I really don't want to take the door off. It's just 6 bolts, but I'm worried about getting it lined back up and working properly again, and I just so I think we're just going to go in and grind some more off just a little bit. Bummer. I don't really have anything to get in there, like a 90-degree steamboat or anything like that, so I just have to look around a little bit, see what I got. But, yeah, bummer. Can't do it the way I wanted to. Oh well. We'll get it. We'll get it. Whew. We have reached a measure of success. So, I heated that bottom bolt cherry red. I mean, I heard metal popping and expanding inside the truck. I got it hot. I don't like doing that because shouldn't be anything back there, but you just don't know. But I got it hot. And then I took my big screwdriver and I backed the screw out. Perfect. Then I got the grinder out and I started grinding that upper boogered weld. And I got in enough to where I think the screw was clear. So then I tried using the screwdriver again. She's still welded in there. So then I got the drills out. There's the head of that upper bolt. So here's where we're at. So grab a hammer and let's see if we can pop that off, and hopefully whatever's behind there is still able to accept new bolts. I'll probably just go run up to the hardware store and just take the ball peen. It's more of a metal type hammer, right? There's the bottom bolt. But yeah, we got some success going here. Alright, you know, safety first. I'm a safety guy at work. Glasses on. I got my hearing protection, but we're not going to put it on for this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that was easy. So now I have to drill out that screw. I'm going to get that off the grass just in case it's still hot. Lots of drill shavings down there, but I got a spray bottle here. So still 3/4 full, 2/3 full of water. So just in case, it is a warm-ish day. Well, for us, it's about a normal day for us. So yeah, I got to drill that out. In the past, I was able to get the drill in there. It's not quite right for the angle, but I'm going to go down a couple of sizes on the drill bits, and I'm just going to follow that center as close as I can. And then in the past, the heat from the drilling and the torque from the drilling may pop that thing free. If not, we'll go up a size, we'll take a little more material out, we'll go up another size. They're not very long bolts. That's cool. So, I mean, they're only that long. So, I'm only going to be drilling in, what, not even ½ an inch. So, we'll step it up, and then worst case scenario, I've got a tap and die set. I'll just find that thread pitch, and we'll just cut the old screw all the way out once we get close. So, I've done it many times in the past. It seems to work. Should work this time. I don't see why not. I mean, this is good old American iron right here, you know, 1963. It's probably made from recycled battleships and whatnot. So, we're getting there. Once we get that out, we'll go run up, grab 4 new bolts. And little star washers, lock washers. And then we can bolt everything back on. I don't know if there's a plate. These are nuts welded in there. I'm hoping it's just nuts welded inside because I don't quite know how to get inside there. You see anything from above? No. No, I don't know how to get inside there if we have to. But we're getting there. We're getting there. It's little things, you know. Sometimes you just gotta do the little projects to keep the big project moving forward. And this will be nice because I usually back the truck into the driveway, and when I open the door, it swings all the way wide. So I'm always having to be careful I don't smack it into any of the other vehicles. So this will eliminate that hazard. Also need to find some good nut clips. Put those front rings on. I don't have the front headlight rings on because I need really small, short nut clips. Everything at the hardware store was too big, too long. So I have to jump online. I did look for sheet metal for this truck. I'd get a whole new roof panel. I can get this piece here. Well, I think I can probably take care of mine. I can get a new piece to run across the top there. It's supposed to be a very common rust area on these things. I can get, I mean, roof panel's about $600. I can get lower, was it 12 or 14 inch strips of the doors? I can get all the way up to either here, or I can get whole new door skins. They do sell the little patch panels for the fenders. I think those are like $20 a piece. So I might just grab one to fix that other fender. I may just start with that. I think this door's had a repair before. Maybe it's the other one, I can't remember. Anyway, we're getting off track. And she's going to clean up pretty good too. That's just a quick blast of super clean and then wiped it off right away and it took all the dirt off. So cleaning video coming. Alrighty, back to work. I lost him. Oh, there he is. Alrighty. So there is a little damage on that door jamb. Assuming that it's showing very well. You can see the drill hole and then the busted out metal. So I gotta try to get what's left of that screw out of there. Clean up the threads and hope and pray that my door catch will catch. So, but yeah, I'm sure over the years, because it just looks like all the torn metal in there, that door's slamming open, slamming shut. You know, this truck, like I mentioned in the previous videos, is an old junk hauling truck out of San Jose. I don't know what it did for a previous life, but you know, driver's doors, that's the main door that gets used all the time. So that's the one that takes the most wear and tear. Although I don't think this truck has it. No, it doesn't. So I have no door locks on this truck. Which is a good thing because I have no keyholes on the buttons. But looking when I was looking into that, I think they only offer the passenger side. Because you go park your truck, you park it on the curb, and you'd slide across the bench seat and get out the passenger side. And when you're all said and done, you got all your packages, or you're done with your lunch or whatever, you get back in, you unlock the passenger door, you slide across to the driver's side, your passengers get in beside you, and fire it up, and off you go. But I don't think I'm really going to worry about it too much right now. We got to get that catch fixed, so let me get some pliers and see what I can do to get the rest of that bolt out of there. And then we need a hardware store run. Woohoo! Alright, we've been grinding and cutting and chopping and drilling, and I think we got it busted up enough where it's gonna wanna work its way out. Yeah, it's lousy camera work, I know. Don't want to grab it with my fingers because it's going to be hot. I think the heat finally, yes. So I didn't go all the way through. And I'm pretty sure, and nick the threads a little bit, but we have threads inside there. I have already gone to the hardware store, $36 worth of hardware. Typical, I always overbuy. And ants up here too, jeez. Where are they all coming from? So, I couldn't find the button head screws. Couldn't find them in the size that I needed. But could find bolts. Not ideal, but they'll work. And then I also got nice, whatchamacallit, block washers. So now they're a little bit longer, but there's really nothing back there for it to interfere with. And also, I picked up some more countersunk stainless screws for the door panels. A couple of, I forget what you call these, nut clips or whatever, because there's a couple missing for that door panel. Also found some really short little clips that probably gonna work. But I am pretty confident that those are gonna work. So I can put my trim rings back on. I've never had them this short before, so yeah. Old bolt, new bolt, so not too much of a difference. But I grabbed enough to do both doors, just in case. Just in case. So, I'm gonna get my thread chaser out. I'm gonna clean up the threads on all that stuff, and let the cat out. There you go. You're famous for the day. Yeah, supervisor. So, we're getting her. Now it's just a matter of putting it all back together. I am probably going to do a quick little bit of touch-up behind there. It's not too bad, but the heat, I probably baked all the paint off. So I think I'm going to just throw some primer on that. It's probably going to rust from the inside if it's not already, but we'll bring you back when we got a little bit more to show you. Well, I goofed. These little plates that go into the door, you can take into account that they're a smaller bolt. But luckily, I have two of the smaller bolts left. fireworks. So just making sure that these are the right ones. This is the spare plate. Actually, this is the one that came off the truck. It is bent and quite a bit rustier than the one that came off the parts truck. But, hey, we got a spare if we need one. This is the good setup. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put our tap in again. So this little Harbor Freight set, I've been pretty happy with it. Just a little bit of oil. There's a lot less rust on this one. It was a very nice. I don't remember what I paid for this kit, but it's definitely paid for itself. I've cut threads, I've actually fixed bolts and nuts and inserts, and that one's really good. We'll probably get the die out and clean up those bolts a little bit. But we're going to transition over put that back. I think we're done with it. Let's go clean up the truck side. And here we are, back at the scene of the crime. You know what? This isn't going to work. The handle. No worries. Oh, where is my croissant wrench? Adapt and overcome, right? We're cutting. We're cutting. It's not going hard. Pretty easy, but I can hear it grinding away in there. Door won't open anymore. So yeah, we'll run these in a little bit. Pretty good on this one. Oh yeah, not too bad. Let's start. Start cutting. We're in. So probably damage the threads on this one a little bit. But it's not binding up. It's not getting tight. Just scraping a lot of the corrosion out of those threads, so I think we're going to be okay. Run this one in just a couple more turns here. Actually, all the way through. I think we're doing pretty good. Okay, we're recording this time. I don't know what I lost, but I just took a steel brush and we're cleaning out the Phillips slots. We're just talking about don't jam the steel wire up underneath your fingernail. I know a lot of you out there done that just like me. Makes you say all sorts of good things like mother trucker and oh sugar. So we're just going to do a quick cleanup on the threads of the bolts. I could take it to the wire wheel, but these are pretty short, pretty small, so hopefully I got the right size here. Cleaning up the rust. That's all I want to do. Hopefully I didn't just screw it up and did I put the wrong threads in there? I hope not. Oh, that thread's in. Okay. Alrighty, well. Let's start putting this thing back together. Okay, so I pulled the roll pin out, which lets me take this bracket off. So actually I think we can just bolt this up right now. Or at least get it loose installed. Oh, it's going to work beautifully. Went back through some old videos. I bought this truck in 2015. I remember now I had to drive the Cruise over to go look at it. I bought the Cruise in 14, so I want to say it was June, July, may have been May, but I'm going to go over to the other side real quick and just check the orientation on how that one is set, because I don't remember. Okay, we're good. That little, where they bend it there, kind of acts as the doorstop. So, shove this into the rusty door, get it through the opening, take my refurbished screws. Yeah, I know, some people are going to say, oh, you should have painted that, it's just going to fall apart real soon. It'll be fine. What's a little rust among friends, right? Click. Torque to factory specs. Click. Get it lined up so we can get the roll pin installed. I need to put the window down so I can hold onto the door. It's not quite. To be. I don't know if I can get that in there. Oh, maybe. Oh, yes, we can. Roll pin. Or not. Come here. Come here. Oop, sorry. He's still in view, so. So I can see the inside of the container. Use the punch to just kind of slide it in. Take the roll pin and hope that it'll stay lined up enough. She's not acting like she wants to go in. Yeah, it's kind of going in. Well, look at that. Kicking my tools over here. It's about as wide as it goes. I don't know how wide it's supposed to go. Yeah, it should go almost 90. But you know what? That's enough for me to get in and out. And it doesn't swing all the way open. So, door should be coming out to about here. So it could swing open another foot or so, but I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to push it. I'll lube everything up with Croil. I'm just excited that we got the thing back together. I think this stuff with silicone in it. Maybe I should order a can of that too. Because this is just the regular Croil. But hey, it works. It doesn't swing all the way open. Maybe we'll look into pulling some of these dents out a little bit. Because there's no way. I guess I could put a hammer and a dolly in there. Hit the hinges real quick. There we go. I fixed the door. I fix. Kinda. It's not 100%, but it'll work. Boy, I could just set you right up here on the AC unit. Look at that. That's not quite right. That's not bad. Yeah. So, it's one more thing I don't have to worry about. What time is it? 6:30. Might just get a bath tonight. I think so. Let's make it happen. That's the next video. Thanks for watching. See you later.